Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're diving into some really cool scientific and technological advances, okay? Based on the material we've gathered.
Hello. Yes, we're going to explore some fascinating things today.
Yeah, we've got a biological doomsday vault over in Switzerland. There's stuff about tissue regeneration, like really wild stuff.
Inspired by nature.
That's right. And also artificial intelligence helping robots to think, so to speak, and even astronauts in space.
And a new way to store hydrogen, which could be a game changer for clean energy.
Exactly. The idea here is to understand what's hottest, what's most surprising about all these things. All right, let's go. Starting with this Swiss biological vault, the microbiota vault.
Yes, the microbiota vault. Yeah, it's inspired by that global seed bank in Norway, you know? But here, the focus is on the microbes in our gut.
All the good bacteria, that kind of thing.
Exactly. The idea is to preserve the diversity of our microbiome, which is kind of under threat, right? Processed food, too many antibiotics, we're losing variety.
And why is that so important? Like, for our health?
It's crucial. For digestion, immunity, a whole bunch of things. Losing that diversity is a serious risk. This vault is like a biological backup.
A backup? For what exactly? Pandemics?
Exactly. Or, I don't know, an environmental collapse, diseases that could emerge. It's a bet on resilience. They started in 2018 and already have more than 1,200 samples frozen at minus 80 degrees Celsius.
Wow, that's already a lot. And the goal is even bigger, right?
Yeah, to reach 10,000 samples by 2029. Samples of feces, but also of traditional fermented foods, which are rich in microbes.
But do we already know how to use that? Like, take one of those samples and fix someone's microbiome?
It's still not possible to do a complete restoration. It's quite complex. But just the act of preserving this biodiversity now is already a huge step. It could be fundamental for medicine in the future in ways we can't even imagine today.
I see. It's really about thinking ahead. Now, speaking of things that seem like science fiction, regeneration. There's a study from China, right? Reactivating ancient genes in mice.
Yes, that one is fascinating. They focus on a specific gene, Alabama H1A2, and use retinoic acid to wake it up in mice, and they managed to regenerate a piece of their ear, everything included.
Wait, they use what?
Acid? Retinoic acid. What's interesting is that they compare it with rabbits. Rabbits naturally produce more of this acid and regenerate certain things better.
Ah, I see. And how did they do it? Did they give acid to the mice?
They gave acid, but they also did something more advanced. They used a small piece of rabbit DNA to stimulate the mice to produce more acid on their own. It's like borrowing a trick from nature.
That's awesome. And did it work? Was it safe? No risk of, I don't know, turning into a tumor?
According to the study, the regeneration was really good skin, blood vessels, cartilage, even nerves. And importantly, there was no uncontrolled growth, no tumors. They used computational analysis to really understand the process.
Wow. And what about the applications? Plastic surgery?
Absolutely. Plastic surgery, treatment of severe wounds, maybe even one day helping to regenerate internal organs. It opens a lot of doors for regenerative medicine.
Wow, okay. Switching topics now. Artificial intelligence. DeepMind has some robots that think out loud. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's just a way of saying it, you know. The idea isn't that they just chatter away. It's that their internal system describes what they're seeing or doing, like the person picked up the cup. This internal speech connects what it sees with language and action.
And what's the purpose of that?
To learn faster. It helps the robot generalize. It can learn new tasks, sometimes without any specific training for that. That's what they call zero-shot learning.
Zero shot? Like it just learns out of nowhere? But doesn't that make it slower if it's thinking about everything?
Good question. Actually, it's the opposite. This internal description helps filter out what's essential and reduces the need to process everything all over again in each situation. And a key point, all of this happens on the robot itself, locally.
Oh, it doesn't go to the cloud?
No, they use a model called Gemini Robotics and Device. This ensures fast, real-time responses and also more privacy. Just imagine the potential for complex tasks at home, in hospitals, factories.
Makes sense. Now, from Earth to space. There's Daphne, an AI from NASA with Texas A&M. It helps astronauts, is it?
Exactly. Daphne works as Alet's Saya Guardian. It monitors the spacecraft's vital systems. Oxygen, Colorado 2, pressure, everything.
And what if something goes wrong?
It detects the failure and not only alerts, but also guides the crew step by step to fix it. What's interesting is its architecture. It combines predefined rules with historical data and real-time sensors.
Wow, comprehensive.
Very much so. In simulations, it significantly reduced emergency response times. It's more than just an alarm, it's almost like a digital crew member, you know? It helps prioritize risks and communicates clearly. It's AI complementing human reasoning in an extremely harsh environment.
A truly high-level human-machine partnership. Well, to wrap up, let's talk about energy. There's a new development for storing hydrogen, which is seen as the fuel of the future, but storage has always been a bottleneck.
Yeah, that's one of the big challenges with hydrogen. But researchers at EPFL in Switzerland and Kyoto University have discovered something promising. A special solvent.
A solvent, like a liquid?
Yes, a kind of ionic liquid, a hydride-based one, that's the technical term. What's surprising is that this mixture is liquid and stable at room temperature, even though the pure components are solids, and it can store a lot of hydrogen safely.
And how do you get the hydrogen out of it? Is it difficult? Does it require a lot of energy?
That's the beauty of it. It releases pure hydrogen just by heating it a little, to 60 degrees Celsius, which is a pretty low and easy-to-reach temperature. It exceeds international targets for storage.
Only 60 degrees? Wow, that makes things so much easier.
So much easier. And on top of that, one of the solvent's components can be reused. That makes hydrogen much more viable, right? For cars, for home use, in industry. Lightweight, simple, and safe storage.
Well, so to sum up what we've seen today, preserving our biology in the Swiss vault, almost magical regeneration inspired by nature,
Yeah,
and getting much smarter with advanced robots and even out in space.
and a light at the end of the tunnel for hydrogen storage.
Exactly. There's a lot happening.
It's interesting to notice, right? It seems like there's a common thread here. This increasing integration of biology with technology. We're using knowledge to tackle huge challenges from our health to the planet and even space exploration.
True, it's a powerful convergence. And that question lingers, right? With such rapid advances, manipulating life, creating intelligence, what will be the next frontier, maybe an ethical one, that we'll cross without even really noticing?
Something to think about.
Well, thanks to everyone who joined us for this conversation. See you next time.